This video was brought to you by the ILC.
Hello there once again. Welcome back to our Exam 1 review series. This time we'll be doing problem 4 with this graph that you see on the left side. Our first problem is going to be to find the vertical asymptotes and the domain. If we look at this graph, we see no dotted lines that are vertical. The only dotted line we see is the one here, and it's horizontal. So we can immediately say that the vertical asymptotes, or I'll abbreviate VA, they don't exist, so we represent that with the letters D and E for does not exist. Therefore, we can draw a picture of our domain with a number line. We put negative infinity on the left, positive infinity on the right. But because we have no vertical asymptotes, we have no interruptions in this domain, and we don't have any multiple pieces at all. So we can say our domain is just negative infinity to infinity. And a reminder, when you have infinity in any part of your domain, we put parentheses around it. So there we have our vertical asymptote doesn't exist, and the domain is negative infinity to infinity. For the second part of the problem, we find the horizontal asymptote and the range. If we look at this yellow dotted line, it touches the y-axis at 4. Therefore, for our horizontal asymptote, which I'll abbreviate as HA, we'll say y equals 4. That is the line that this function that we've drawn does not cross. We also can notice that the function never goes below 4. It also never touches the 4. So for our range, our minimum value is what we state first. So our lowest y value, since it's 4, we'll say 4, and a parentheses to show that it never touches, comma, the maximum y value. To find the maximum y value, let's look at the picture. Here's the 4, right here. We follow the piece upward, and if we follow the piece to the right side, we see this up arrow on the right side right there. Now this up arrow, since it's pointing straight up and it's going to keep pointing further and further towards straight up, we can say that we're going to keep going up off to infinity. So the range will be 4 to infinity, and once again around infinity we put the parentheses. So there we have our horizontal asymptote, y equals 4, and our range 4 up to infinity, not including either one. Now for the end behavior. First we are asked, as x goes to negative infinity, fx goes to something. For x going to negative infinity, we look on the left side. This will be this part of the function. And we see that we have a left arrow pointing alongside the asymptote. So that left arrow is going to run along the 4 but never touch it. So we'll say fx, which is another fancy way of saying y, is going to go toward 4. So we'll say fx goes to 4. For the second part of the end behavior, we have as x goes to infinity, which means we look toward the right side. So on the right side, we have this other arrow pointing straight up. Now, if you have an arrow pointed straight up on the other side, we'll say fx is going to keep on increasing and keep on increasing toward infinity. So we can say that the y value, or fx, goes to infinity. So we have the end behavior on the left is 4, and the end behavior on the right goes to infinity. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.